Ever wonder why in 2026, with AI drones everywhere and hypersonic missiles breaking records, the United States still protects the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber like a crown jewel? Why would America keep a machine designed decades ago at the very top of its power stack, with a price tag pushing $2 billion per aircraft? That question exposes the misunderstanding, because this isn't just a plane. It's a flying decision-maker. The B-2 was never built to impress the public or dominate headlines. It was built for moments when options disappear, when time collapses, and when the President of the United States needs leverage without explanation. Not noise, not theater, just control. This is why the bomber still matters. This is why it's still protected like a state secret. And if you understand how Donald Trump viewed power, unpredictable, pressurized, unapologetic, this aircraft suddenly makes terrifying sense. During Trump's presidency, when tensions spiked without warning and rivals waited for signals, the B-2 wasn't a threat. It was a reminder. No speeches, no buildup, just the quiet knowledge that something invisible could already be airborne. Critics love calling the B-2 old, but obsolete weapons don't receive constant classified upgrades. Obsolete weapons aren't guarded more tightly than some nuclear assets. The B-2 still passes through airspace that destroys modern jets. Radar operators don't see it, they feel it. And here's the luxury layer most people miss. This isn't about comfort or cost. Luxury is time. Luxury is compressing decisions while others are still arguing. The B-2 gives presidents that advantage. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why no drone, no missile, and no AI system can replace what this bomber actually does. Wars don't start when bombs fall. They start when fear settles in. And this aircraft has been shaping that fear for decades. That's why leaders like Trump never needed to announce power. The B-2 announced it for them. Still invisible, still uncontested, still America's quietest flex. If you're drawn to how real power actually works, not headlines, not hype, subscribe now. This channel is built for people who understand influence, not noise. The B-2 Spirit isn't luxurious because of plush interiors or gold trim. Its luxury lives in invisibility, in untouchability, in moving faster than the world even notices. While everyone else builds louder, flashier tech, this bomber operates in silence. Radar can't track it. Satellites can't always see it. Even the most advanced air defense systems are left guessing where it will appear next. And this is where most people completely misunderstand true power. Its silence carries weight. One airborne B-2 shifts the balance before a single action occurs. Presidential leverage isn't about showing might. It's about shaping decisions quietly. Any commander-in-chief who sits behind the console of classified mission data feels the psychological pressure it delivers. During Trump's tenure, that invisible dominance fit perfectly with his philosophy. Unpredictable, disruptive, and psychologically overwhelming. That's why leaders like him never needed to announce power. The B-2 did it for them. Luxury here isn't just invisibility, it's reach. This bomber can strike anywhere across the globe without refueling in hostile airspace and without announcing its presence. Its potential alone forces rivals to pause, to rethink, to hesitate. Time, discretion, influence, compressed into one airborne powerhouse. And while drones and hypersonic missiles scream across the battlefield, the B-2 whispers. Its whisper shapes decisions. Its silence commands attention. And later, we'll see why even modern AI systems and hypersonic weapons can't replace what this bomber actually does. The B-2 proves that true power doesn't announce itself. It simply exists. Stealth isn't just tech, it's the ultimate luxury. If this kind of invisible dominance fascinates you, subscribe, because we don't chase loud power here. We break down the kind that moves the world quietly. In a world obsessed with drones, hypersonic missiles, and AI strike systems, the B-2 Spirit still sits atop America's strategic arsenal. Outsiders might laugh, an aircraft designed decades ago flying silently while the world screams about next-gen tech. But here's the truth most people don't see. Technology alone doesn't create dominance. The B-2's power comes from combining invisibility, reach, and human decision authority in a way no autonomous system can replicate. Drones may swarm, hypersonics may strike in seconds, AI may calculate outcomes faster than any human mind, but none of them can project the psychological certainty the B-2 imposes. When it takes off, commanders across the globe are already recalculating. When planners wake up to its potential flight paths, budgets and strategies shift overnight. During Trump's presidency, this invisible dominance fit perfectly with his philosophy: unpredictable, uncompromising, and undeniable. Even without launching a single strike, decision-makers were recalibrating their entire strategy. Think about it. A hypersonic missile strikes once. A drone may surveil endlessly. AI can simulate countless outcomes. But the B-2 exists in a way that makes entire decision chains pause. It compresses time. It compresses options. Leaders must ask themselves, where is it? What can it do? Are we ready? Luxury here isn't just stealth. It's psychological dominance. It's reach. It's influence compressed into one airborne powerhouse. And while others scream for attention, the B-2 whispers. Its whisper shapes decisions. Its silence commands authority. While others chase headlines, the B-2 remains untouchable, unstoppable, psychologically overwhelming. And in 2026, no drone, no hypersonic missile, and no AI system can replace what this bomber actually does. The world reacts not to what it does, but to what it could do. The B-2 remains the apex of power, fear, and elite control, a ghost in the sky that defines domination in ways no flashy technology ever can. If you want more stories about weapons, leaders, and systems that shape decisions before the world reacts, subscribe now. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Most people imagine missiles, explosions, and flashy displays. True dominance isn't loud, it's invisible, calculated, and terrifying. While drones and hypersonic missiles chase headlines, the B-2 Spirit moves silently, projecting power without a sound. And yet, most people never see the real impact of this invisible power. Its existence forces rival leaders to reconsider strategies, budgets, and alliances long before a single action occurs. During Trump's presidency, this quiet supremacy reflected his approach to power: unpredictable, uncompromising, unapologetic. Every takeoff created uncertainty in capitals thousands of miles away. Presidential leverage isn't about showing force. It's about shaping decisions before anyone realizes they're being influenced. Time and options compress under the shadow of the B-2. Leaders ask themselves, where is it? What can it do? Are we ready? And by the time they think they have answers, the bomber has already reshaped the game. Its power isn't loud or flashy, it's psychological. While others scream for attention, the B-2 whispers. Its whisper shapes decisions. Its silence commands authority. Decision-makers across the globe constantly account for its potential, adjusting strategies even without a single strike. That's the ultimate deterrent. A ghost in the sky that enforces respect, fear, and obedience silently, elegantly, and untouchably. And in 2026, this principle remains unbroken. While AI, hypersonics, and autonomous systems dominate headlines, the B-2 continues to define elite, invisible power. It doesn't announce, it dominates silently. The ghost of the sky doesn't just protect, it commands fear, respect, and authority. For the United States, this is more than an aircraft. It's a statement of timeless power, a lesson in strategy, and the ultimate expression of invisible presidential-level dominance. This channel is for people who study power, not spectacle. If that's you, subscribe. Because the most important forces are always the least visible. Even decades after its first flight, the B-2 Spirit continues to evolve, quietly staying ahead of every hyped system in 2026. While hypersonic missiles roar and drones swarm, this bomber is silently upgraded with classified avionics, next-generation stealth coatings, and electronic warfare systems most people can't even imagine. And here's the part most analysts overlook. These upgrades aren't about raw speed or flashy tech. They're about decision dominance. Every system enhances its ability to move unseen, strike anywhere, and shape outcomes before anyone can react. Even during Trump's presidency, these capabilities weren't just theoretical, they were a psychological weapon. Rivals didn't just fear its weapons, they feared its potential. Even when grounded, its mere existence forced strategy recalculations thousands of miles away. Think about it. AI may simulate millions of outcomes. Hypersonic missiles may strike in seconds. Drones may swarm endlessly. But the B-2 compresses time, options, and influence all at once. Leaders have to ask themselves, where is it? What can it do? Are we ready? And by the time they think they have answers, the bomber has already shifted the game. Every classified upgrade adds layers of invisibility, electronic dominance, and global reach that no autonomous system can replicate. And even today, most people don't realize how unmatched it remains. No radar mesh, no swarm of drones, no hypersonic salvo can fully account for its presence until it's already altered strategy. Luxury isn't comfort or opulence. It's untouchable, invisible authority. The B-2 embodies this perfectly. While the world chases headlines, it quietly redefines dominance. During Trump's tenure, its invisible edge mirrored his philosophy: unpredictable, overwhelming, and strategically untouchable. And in 2026, it remains the apex bomber, a ghost in the sky that exists. It dominates, unmatched, a testament to technology, psychology, and human decision-making no system can replace. If you want to stay ahead of how power evolves before it becomes public knowledge, subscribe. We don't follow the future here, we analyze it. After everything we've seen, it becomes crystal clear. The B-2 Spirit isn't just a bomber, it's a symbol of ultimate, untouchable power. Decades after its first flight, through Trump's presidency and into 2026, it continues to dominate not by noise or flashy displays, but by invisible authority, psychological leverage, and elite reach. While the world obsesses over drones, hypersonics, AI, and autonomous systems, the B-2 operates in silence, reshaping decisions and strategies before anyone even notices. That's why no other platform has replaced it. That's why it remains the crown jewel of the United States arsenal. Think about the implications. A single aircraft, flying unseen, compresses time, options, and influence, forcing leaders across continents to second-guess, recalculate, and hesitate. During Trump's tenure, this invisible dominance mirrored his philosophy: unpredictable, uncompromising, and psychologically overwhelming. The B-2 didn't need to fire a single weapon to project power. Its mere existence commanded respect, fear, and compliance. And in 2026, even with next-generation tech threatening to change warfare, the principles remain the same: invisible supremacy, decision dominance, and untouchable reach. These are the currencies of real power, and the B-2 spends them effortlessly. Luxury is often mistaken for comfort or wealth. Real luxury is freedom, control, and the ability to shape outcomes while others scramble. The B-2 embodies that principle perfectly. Every upgrade, every classified system, every silent sortie is a lesson in elite authority. No missile swarm, no AI strike, no hypersonic salvo can replace what it does. It exists beyond mere technology. It exists as a psychological weapon, a global statement, and a presidential tool. And that's the final truth. The B-2 Spirit doesn't just defend, it defines power itself: untouchable, invisible, and timeless. As the world chases headlines and the next flashy weapon, the B-2 quietly reminds everyone that real dominance never announces itself. It commands respect silently, and the consequences are felt long before they're seen. If you respect quiet dominance, elite strategy, and the psychology of real power, subscribe. This channel exists for those who understand that true authority never needs to announce itself. Subscribe. Stay informed. Stay ahead.